It was Destiny's pick, if I'm not mistaken, right?
I believe it was Destiny's pick. Yeah,
I don't know why Destiny would pick this map because, you know, if you look at the third for the Protoss, if you look at the third, you know, he's got easy access to the third. He can kill those rocks, set up a nice wall. He doesn't have to use gateways to wall. He can put up a few cannons behind the rocks. Once he gets his wall set up at his choke at his natural, I mean, he's going to be in a great spot. He's going to be up to 6 gas, relatively safe, and you know, I don't know. I mean, it just seems like an odd pick from Destiny for me. Definitely not one of the maps I would go with. I would go one of the huge 4-player maps. You know?
That's interesting to note. I mean, on this map, it seems like I feel like I can understand where you're coming from, but
I just don't think it's a good map for Zerg. I really don't.
If you look at the middle of the map as well, it does seem like it's pretty choked off for Zerg as well. So it seems like it would be a hard time for Zerg to go ahead and get flanks off around a Protoss army. That definitely seems like it would be a troublesome thing for Zerg to do.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
And here's one thing that I've seen WhiteRa do, and I actually casted this game on my channel.
Yeah.
He went for a really cool hot style build. And what he did was he went for a quick Stargate opening. He opened up with an Oracle. He used the Oracle to give vision over the third hatchery here, and then he brought in Tempest and hit him in the corner and shot down the hatchery. And that was a
awesome.
Sick build.
That
sick
is
build.
Awesome. That's actually really, really cool.
Yeah.
Damn.
So if
that's really smart.
If he does that, I will just freak out right now, man. The temperature of this room, it's like 110 right now. I might just go to like 160.
It's getting hot in her.
So, no.
Alright, so WhiteRa is going to go ahead and try and get a full wall up here. And, you know, I'm surprised that you know, Destiny hasn't tried to go for any, like, super early aggression here, because if you look at that last map, like we were saying, you've got to assume that that last map, right, like, as I was saying, there's the attack path through the back.
Yeah.
The wall at the front is so long. If I was Destiny, I would go for a one-base roach push on that map. It's got to be so hard for Protoss to hold that off if they don't open gate core.
Yeah, that's actually not a bad point, Penis.
You know,
because
I mean,
there's 2 attack paths, and it's very hard to wall off.
You just absolutely run him over.
Well, the thing is, all these new maps, all the new units and playstyles, it's completely inverted StarCraft 2 on its head.
Absolutely.
And players just, they don't know what the standard is. They don't know what the best way to min-max a victory is on maps or on certain builds yet.
Honestly, every 5 games I play, I have an epiphany. I'm like, oh, wait. You know?
Yeah.
And I've one of my epiphanies is that Warhounds fucking own.
They're pretty damn good,
And
man.
I've been opening up with a lot of really early medevac drops with Warhounds, where you send in 2 Warhounds because they 2-hit mining units, so you can control fire the mining units.
They 2-hit probes and SCVs, but not drones, because drones aren't infused with any mechanical.
No, they still 2-hit them, I think. Because they
really?
27 apiece.
But the Haywire doesn't proc.
No, the Haywire doesn't proc. So if you're playing against Terran or Protoss, not only are you 2-hitting each mining unit, you're also proccing Haywires, which kills additional probes in one shot.
Yeah, I guess
it's nuts.
I guess it's kind of why Blizzard said, well, you know what, we're going to nerf the Warhound and we're going to nerf the Swarm Host. Because let's be honest, I think a lot of Terrans are using a Warhound Marine push all in against every Protoss player they found for the first week of the beta.
It's really, really strong. It's really hard to hold off. And here we have the first Zealot making its way across toward Destiny's base. Destiny does already have his third here, and once again, he's grabbing very early gases. And WhiteRa's going to get in here and see the early layer. What a great scout from WhiteRa. He knows exactly what's going on here. He knows speed is late. He sees the layer. That Zealot, good job, Recon Scout Zealot. He got so much information there. And now WhiteRa, let's see how he adjusts to this.
Yeah, that Zealot definitely got in there and then saw the layer coming. It looks like over at the back side of WhiteRa's base, he is going to add on a robotics facility. And seems pretty similar once again. We're not going to see a mothership core opening right away for WhiteRa. Which...
No. I mean, you know, if I was a Protoss player on this map, I would do exactly what WhiteRa is doing. I would take it nice and easy. I would just go ahead, grab my natural, get the wall up, get a Robo, maybe get Colossus, work your way into the third, kill the rocks with maybe an Immortal, some Stalkers, take a quick third, cannon it off, and it looks like that's exactly what he's doing.
Yeah. And you know what? If he doesn't get a Mothership Core, I guess he's just going to stick with the same Wings of Liberty style that seems to have worked for him in the last game. Last time he went for something around the order of 5-gate Robo, and he's getting the quick support bay right now for Colossus. And he's starting to work down those rocks, so I guess he wants to go ahead and grab the third expansion just outside of his base. And Destiny himself hasn't really varied much at all. I don't think... Well, let's see. He has no Evo chamber, so there is a possibility here he's going to make Swarm Host because the Infestation Pit just finished.
Definitely.
Usually when Zerg players go Zergling Infestor, they get double Evo Chamber. Without any Evo Chambers here, I'm inclined to think he might make Swarm Host.
Yeah.
We'll have to see.
You know, I also really think that Destiny should have taken an early 4th on this map because I feel like it's a map... I feel like it's a map where, you know, you've got to try and eke out that macro lead over a Protoss because this map, if you look at the architecture, is actually very similar to Entombed Valley in the sense that it's very easy for a Protoss or a Terran to get that 3rd and hold it relatively safely.
Yeah, I agree with you.
So as a Zerg, I think it's really important to get that 4th, maybe even an early 5th, because you know WhiteRa's going to go for that quick 3rd, and there we go. Nexus is down for WhiteRa at the 3rd, and he's going to go ahead and get that pylon there. Now, is he going to kill the rocks outside the 3rd? He already has.
He does.
So he's going to get a few cannons up behind that,
yeah.
And that's the best wall you could ask for.
Actually, I've been seeing some players even break down the rocks to like 1 or 2 HP, waiting to bust it down when the units actually come so it can crush the units underneath.
Oh,
that's a strategy you can employ.
The cannons aren't up yet.
Well, Destiny's going to start working down these rocks, Pain User, and they are dropping, but
that would be great for him if he could open up that avenue of attack.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, WhiteRa sees it, though, and he's going to bring the Immortal and the Sentries down here. And with the Observer outside as well, WhiteRa has no problems with vision. He's also bringing a Warp Prism around the backside, but look at all the Overlords here from Destiny.
It doesn't matter. Special Tactics, White Warp Prism reporting for duty. And it's on its way into the 3rd right now. Gonna start doing some runs.
Oh, but the Infestors
Once
are here.
again, he might get these Infestors. Oh no, he actually went with Sentries this time. Yeah. And oh, this time Destiny was all over it. He got the Fungal off. He gets the Warp Prism. He gets both. Oh, that just absolutely failed. Destiny, fool me once, but you're not going to fool me twice. He took that out incredibly cost efficiently, and WhiteRa can't be happy about that.
It seemed really close once again. In the first game, the Infestors came out right when the Warp Prism came, but that time they got herded into the corner. This time the Infestors came and they pretty much fungled right away.
Can you check for me if WhiteRa got speed, if he invested in Warp Prism speed for that?
Yeah, we can check the support bay for that. And
he did.
He did.
Wow, so that was a huge investment for WhiteRa right there. 2 Sentries, Warp Prism, 2 Zealots,
yeah,
and that upgrade.
That's a good point because it died, obviously, and he lost all the units inside. And now he doesn't have as many Sentries, so he's having to invest more Warp Gate cooldowns and more gas into more Sentries so he can force field the rocks here because there are roaches looking to bust that side down. And now they're going to come around the front side, and WhiteRa's going to have to decide how he defends this because he's got to protect the front door and the side door. This could be really hard for WhiteRa to do, but he gets some pretty good force fields off now. He's got to get away from those infested Terrans and protect the front of his base.
Yeah, and Destiny with a great split attack here, hitting 2 avenues at the same time. He's actually going for the Forge. Interesting choice. He is going to be able to deny those weapon upgrades. I do like that. And, you know, just doing as much damage as he can here. But Destiny still hasn't taken a 4th. I feel like that's a huge mistake. He's going to work his way in here. He might get 1 Colossus. It looks like
I don't know. It's going to be close. He's going to micro that Colossus back at the last second.
So well done. But he does lose the Colossus up front. Now Destiny behind this didn't take a 4th. He just grabbed that hatchery. His saturation. Let's take a look at the income tab real quick. So yeah, Destiny down on Harvesters. He hasn't been macroing very well at all. And, you know, while that attack was good, he did pick off some high-tech units. He stopped the upgrades. He wasn't macroing behind it. And, you know, I feel like he's falling behind. Well, he does have a surprising supply advantage, though.
Yeah, he does. And one thing to note is he actually didn't manage to cancel the +1 weapons. He managed to cancel the armor upgrade, which is big. There's a backup forge, meaning that WhiteRa will still have the all-important plus upgrades on the weapons. And it looks like a Contaminate comes down.
Love it.
On the robotics facility, and that's going to delay the Colossus. And you made a great point. Destiny still has a massive supply advantage right now at 186 over 134.
And you know what's crazy? It seems like both players are still very unsure, or maybe scared, or maybe hesitant to use the HOTS units. We still haven't seen one.
I think we might have put too much money on the line here, man. These guys are like, screw using the HOTS units. I just want to win that $2,000. But hey, I said this before. This tournament is to determine.
Oh, there's the mothership core. Finally.
The first HOTS units has arrived.
Dun, 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 dun.
And yeah, man, it's on the way right now out of the main base.
Interesting.
I almost feel like WhiteRa's only making this because
it's
a prerequisite to making the mothership.
Yeah.
Exactly. And when you're dealing with Brood Lords, just like in Wings of Liberty, you need a mothership.
Well, Destiny certainly needs to... ooh, 4 Zealots getting dropped here in the mineral line once again for some harassment. And that War Prism will escape from these Corruptors because he's got the afterburners going. Wait, no, he turns around. Yeah. War Prism does get taken out. Now,
bank angle, bank angle.
Bank and angle, barrel roll, do a barrel roll. Now, Destiny is on 4 base here, but WhiteRa is taking his 4th at the same time. I feel like, you know, at this point in the game, the hourglass has been turned. The sand is running down. Destiny has a clock on him right now. If he allows WhiteRa to get this 4th, if he allows WhiteRa to continue to get upgrades and macro up, and look at how many freaking Colossus he has.
Yeah, WhiteRa's got a lot of Colossus, man.
Right.
And he's narrowed that supply gap now. You know, you were kind of on this track. I'll just finish it up. He's narrowed the supply gap now. He's at 193 under 200, so he's pretty much right there. And you know what? Destiny's going for this infested Terran. I think it's another diversion here, so you can get these roaches at the front door. But WhiteRa's got a lot of Colossus, and I gotta agree with you. He's
sacrificing so many units here.
He might be able to get the cybernetics core, but it looks like he's going to pull away. And the longer this goes on, WhiteRa is going to get closer and closer to that mothership. He's already got the mothership core. He's going to finish the fleet beacon momentarily. He's also claiming a 4th base. So things are looking pretty dicey. But one thing that Destiny's got going for him, Ping User, he's got that neural parasite.
Yeah, so I think Destiny, seeing all of those Colossus, wisely getting the neural parasite upgrade, but this is the death push of all death pushes coming here from WhiteRa. I mean, Destiny has to be shaking in his boots right now. I know, right?
That roach is like...
he just got crushed.
I know, he just died.
Guys, wait for me!
For the swarm.
Boom.
Well, WhiteRa says, well, I don't want to meet the same fate as that roach, so I'm just going to go around the side here and see where I want to go.
So many Colossus.
There's a lot of Corruptors, though. Destiny might be able to kill off all these Colossus.
Offensive blink from WhiteRa heading straight in there. The Corruptor's doing a great job taking out these Colossus, though. Destiny might be able to hold this off. WhiteRa making a huge mistake. He sent all of those Colossus way too close in there, but does he have enough Stalkers to continue the push here and ultimately finish off Destiny?
And it looks like Destiny used a lot of his energy on his Infestors, so he cannot fungal anymore.
He's gonna sack
and now
the 4th.
Yeah, he has to sack the 4th. There is no option now.
And I don't think he can recover.
Well, we'll see, man. The hatchery is definitely going to go down. Destiny's going to come up here with the roaches. There's an Immortal there, though. And it is slaying the roaches. It looks like a War Prism here, deploying reinforcements, but the War Prism goes down, and Destiny will have to sacrifice this hatchery.
He's got to save that hatch. That's it's the last hope. The hatch goes down. WhiteRa taking a huge advantage in this game. He has his 4th fully up and operational, and you and I both know a Protoss player on 8 gas is a Protoss player in a good mood.
Yeah, he's more than a good mood, man. He's doing really well for
paradise.
He's in paradise.
No, parasite.
Well, you know what? Here's the problem. Destiny doesn't have a 4th base anymore, which is
no, he doesn't.
Which is huge.
He's in a ton of trouble right now.
On top of that, he's trying to get Brood Lords out.
I just don't think that the Roach Infestor unit comp is suited to deal with this.
Yeah, and I was kind of gonna say he's gonna try to get Brood Lords out right now, but he is maxed. So at 196 supply, he will actually have to end up killing his own roaches to clear up supply capacity to get Brood Lords out. Now he has a significant bank. He's at 4,700, 2,000. So it is. I know it's crazy. He's being able to mine that much off of 4 bases. But if you think about it,
he didn't even have that much saturation.
They haven't really lost that much in resources this game. It's been kind of like the build-up and then the collision, and now Destiny finally gets to expend some of that retirement funds he's been saving. So he's gonna have a lot of Brood Lords coming here.
Yeah, but I mean, WhiteRa is just absolutely flexing his power all over the map. He has full map control, total dominance. He has a 200 energy mothership here moving out.
And we have a gravity sling upgrade from WhiteRa. So he's going to try to make Tempest, and Tempest do extra damage to Massive, which makes him an exceptional unit against Broodlords.
Very good point, actually. And with that extended range, they won't have to get into harm's way. It looks like Destiny trying to do some scouting here with these roaches. He's sending a bunch of roaches out on the map. Actually, a bunch. I mean, I think he's just sacrificing supply for Broodlords.
Yeah, exactly.
Interesting. So he's just throwing those away. And here comes WhiteRa. The mothership has 200 energy. Oh, God. But he does have Neural Parasite.
Exactly. So this is going to come down to Destiny landing a really good Neural because he doesn't
Can
have
he get it? The mothership is exposed. Oh, he missed it.
He was trying to get the Neural Parasite down. He can still get it. He gets the Neural. And now there's enough energy for one ability. What will Destiny choose to do? I think he's going to end up sacrificing a base to kill the mothership, perhaps?
What is going on?
I don't know what he's decided. He's going to use it to cloak his army, but there's an observer overhead. The observer dies.
He got it!
The observer dies.
Oh my God.
The mothership is going to run out of the Neural pretty soon, and now, he Neurals it again!
Oh my God.
This is crazy.
If he can continue to keep this army cloaked, but WhiteRa intelligently just pulling back.
Just staying away from the mothership,
yeah. Absolutely.
And here we go. The mothership regaining control once again to Destiny.
Nice
He uses a vortex. He vortexes, and they're all going to send everything inside.
Oh my God, what is going on?
And Destiny now is going to spit out a bunch of infested Terrans. This is crazy. Now, there's no Archons here, which is a big thing to consider, but there are Colossus.
Holy guacamole. There's so many roaches.
I can't tell who's going to win, Pain User. I think Destiny is going to win.
Wow, he does end up holding that off.
But he lost a lot of bases.
But you gotta hand it to Destiny. I mean, how creative was that? That was just beautiful plays right there. It's just too bad that his macro wasn't able to keep up with the pace of WhiteRa, who's now on 5 base. And, you know, WhiteRa can continue to just warp in a ton of units. And, we have Tempests on the way now. Yeah. 3 Tempests about to hit the field here. WhiteRa might have a little bit of vulnerability here while these Tempests are first making their way out onto the field. And if Destiny can capitalize
There's another vulnerability to consider as well. Right now, 34 drones under 82, which is a huge income differential, but the supplies are pretty close, meaning that Destiny has a much larger army. Scratch that, though. These Broodlords might go down. One will fall. A second might as well. At the same time, it looks like Destiny's making a huge attack, but the Tempests are here.
With the range upgrade And like you said earlier, you pointed out, they're an excellent counter to Broodlords, man.
Oh, they actually don't do extra damage to Massive.
Who cares? They're still a great counter to Broodlords.
Yeah, they're still pretty damn good against Broodlords, and it looks like Destiny now trying to make up his mind, doesn't know what to do. He's going to try to slam everything up the ramp, and he's targeting the Colossus. He will get it. And Destiny's just trading so inefficiently right now.
Yeah.
I think this might be GG, guys. I think this might be it.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know if he can't fight off the Tempest. That's
he has no anti-air.
He should actually, Speed Hiders right now would not be a bad idea at all.
Yeah, is he even on Hive Tech? Yeah, he is. I think he is. For sure.
He's got Broodlords.
Okay,
But there's 4 Tempests now.
I mean, he killed everything on the ground.
He did kill everything on the ground.
But now he's just got nothing to deal with this Tempest army,
and he doesn't have much of an economy either.
And we've got 3 more Tempests on the way here. And oh my goodness, this is the first time I've really had a chance to see these in action in a competitive game. And while everything on the ground was cleaned up, these Tempests remain sky dominant, and they don't do that much sustained DPS, but they do quite a bit of damage, and they can front load a lot of damage on specific targets.
I've actually talked about this a little bit before. I feel like the Tempest isn't the best battle unit per se in a fight, but it's really good at starting engagements, kind of like the declaration of war, because it starts from so far away and you can snipe key units, so it's a really good mixture into the late game Protoss army.
Yeah, definitely, and I also think it's a great counter to the Swarm Host. Because Swarm Hosts obviously
can't hit air,
and they try and siege you out from a distance.
Exactly.
And the Tempests are a great way if you have an observer in there to spot the Swarm Hosts. You can pick them off with the Tempest.
Or you can use an Oracle for preordained, or not preordained, but Revelation to see the Swarm Hosts as well.
So true.
Well, it looks like WhiteRa's going to move in now with 4 Tempests, 5 or 6. I don't even know how many this is. This is 7 Tempests.
You gotta hand it to Destiny for being so resilient here.
Yeah.
I mean, that play with the Mothership. Wow, that was just excellent gameplay right there from Destiny. So creative. How many times do you see a Mothership get knurled 5 times in a row, and then use it to cloak your army, and then create not an Archon toilet bowl, but a Roach toilet bowl. That's not even a thing. That's not a toilet bowl I'd want to be in. A bunch of spikes pressing against each other. Everybody's like, "Hey man, move over."
Get a little claustrophobic in here. No, but you know what? I gotta hand it to WhiteRa for staying away from the mothership as well, realizing that the mothership can only move so far with Neuroparasite on it before it relinquishes control. And now this is exactly what WhiteRa did in that game I was talking about.
Oh my
camping
God.
over the ridge and sniping out this hatchery. And you know what? There's nothing Destiny can do here.
Yeah, he is just absolutely laying siege to Destiny's base right now.
Yeah.
You know, Destiny doesn't really have a response to this. There's nothing he can do. I mean, he has no unit that
He's going to lose the Greater Spire. Those
he
Corruptors are the last ones we're going to see on the map, or being produced at least. And now, Destiny coming around the side. He's going to try to engage the main Protoss
beautiful
army.
engage from Destiny here. Excellent engage from Destiny. Doing so much damage. Killing WhiteRa's entire army.
But does he have enough to deal with the Tempest?
I don't know.
I don't know, man. These Tempests are just getting out of the way. The infested Terrans are trying to take them down. 2 of them will fall.
Oh my God.
1 Colossus should die as well. This is going to be pretty close, but now Destiny's running out of ground troops.
Yeah, he doesn't have enough energy to continue the
he's
pace
knurling
here.
the Tempests. Desperation maneuver by Destiny, and I don't think it's gonna be enough.
I don't think so either. So much damage being done here. And
doing?
there it is. GG. WhiteRa takes the series 2-0 over Destiny, but I mean, Destiny had a couple amazing engagements in that game. That last engagement right there, and the one earlier with the mothership, he traded so cost efficiently with Zerg, more cost efficiently than I've seen a lot of Zergs trade. The problem, I think, really for Destiny here was just macro.
For sure, man.
His macro just wasn't on point with WhiteRa.
Alright guys, we're going to now go ahead and end this cast. Please do stay tuned for the next round of 8. It's going to start right after this. We're going to see if we can get an interview with WhiteRa himself. So please don't go anywhere.
Yeah, we're going to have about a 5-minute break here, guys, and then we're going to get both the players ready, get them in the lobby, stick around, don't go anywhere, grab some popcorn, kick your feet up, and we'll be back.